Okay, you can hold it right there. I know what a lot of you are probably thinking. If this is a video about glider kits, you're not about to get interested. Maybe you think they're too much trouble to sell, or too much work to get right, or just too much of an overall gamble. But think of it this way. Eventually, the time will come when your customer needs a new truck. And basically, there are three things he can do. Try to fix his damaged truck, buy a new truck, or he can install an international glider kit. You don't want to lose a sale without at least having given your customer the option of a glider kit. Because depending on the customer's circumstance, an international glider kit may be his smartest option. So why don't we take a closer look at just how much of a gamble international glider kits really are? Because maybe you're missing out on one of the best deals around. Surprised? Well, this is a dealership after all, so let's get started. My name is Mark, and you might say these cards are marked for our discussion about glider kits. Let me show you what I mean. We'll get to these two later. First, there are three major reasons when a glider kit from International might be the right thing to recommend for you and for your customers. Here's an obvious one. An accident has damaged the truck cab, but left the engine, transmission, and drivetrain in good shape. Happens pretty often, but owners don't always know that they have choices beyond repairing their truck or buying new. Or how about this scenario? A rusted out cab or one damaged in some way from environmental conditions. Could be a lime truck that's hauled one load too many, for instance. Same qualification. If the running gear and engine are still in good working order, a glider kit could be the answer. Now, the third main reason to recommend a glider kit isn't quite as easy to spot. Maybe your customer wants to change types of trucks, say from a cab-over non-sleeper to a sleeper. Or his job needs have changed, so he wants a longer wheelbase, even different capabilities like a dump truck. He could simply want to step up to International from another brand without buying a whole new truck. Or maybe it's just time to update the aerodynamics and styling of today's technology. It comes out to three of a kind. All good reasons to recommend a glider kit that includes all the standard equipment except the engine, transmission, and drivetrain, plus a lot of options to customize the truck. When you do, here's what your customer gets out of the deal. Either the cost of saving over buying a new truck, or the downtime savings over repairing an old one. Plus all the new technology and aerodynamics International brings to the party these days. As you know, that's a lot. That's the end of the first hand. And if you've seen SuperNet training videos before, you know what's coming next. Stop the tape here and complete the study questions at the end of the glider kit overview section in your manual. Then come back. I'll be waiting.
Action.
Welcome back. Feeling lucky? Well, you will when you sell your next International glider kit and see what an easy, profitable solution it can be for you and your customer. Just tell your customer to pick a truck, any truck, because just about any current International truck model is also available as a glider kit. We won't go into all of them or we'd be here all day, but you can refer to your training manual, the PL 323 price book, and the International Glider Kit Prototype Sales Guide MIS 383 for complete listings. An International Glider Kit includes most of the equipment required to accept an engine, transmission, and drivetrain, virtually creating a new truck. Namely, they don't include the engine and engine-mounted accessories, the clutch, the exhaust system, the transmission, or the rear wheels, axles, and suspension. Remember, if these parts and systems are in good shape, you're holding a winning hand for selling a glider kit and making some good money while your customer saves some. Along with the economies involved, there are also some other special features of a glider kit that also make it an attractive choice for truck owners. It carries the same warranty as cab and chassis components of a new International truck. And the newly purchased International service parts installed to complete the assembly carry the standard replacement part warranty. Customized and extended warranties are also available. As with any new International truck, your customers can also upgrade certain components and add options. The average installation time is only around 100 hours, less downtime than repairing a badly wrecked cab would probably require. Teamwork between sales reps and the parts and service departments makes sure customers get the right glider kit, specified in the right way to meet their needs. All supported by International's dealer network, the largest of its kind in North America. And just as with any new International truck, financing is also available through Navistar Financial. What a deal, huh? Well, time for another break and study questions. Then I'll hit you with some more valuable information. Hello again. Here's something that you might not have thought about. Selling an International glider kit could be in the cards for you, even if you don't work in truck sales. Matter of fact, it's usually someone in the service or parts department who has the first chance to pick out a potential glider kit customer. And when you do, you'd better be ready to hit them with some real salesmanship.
You know, since the powertrain on your truck is still salvageable, you might be money ahead by using an International glider kit. If you have just a minute, we can ask a few questions that would cover things.
This is probably the most crucial part of the sale. There are certain questions you should ask your customer right up front. Many of them are listed in your manual. When you ask the right questions, the whole process will go smoother. You'll avoid costly mistakes, and everyone will be happier in the long run.
Is this going to be a like-for-like replacement, or will there be any changes? Is there a change as far as sleeper or non-sleeper? Double or single frame? Is this for a tractor, a dump truck, or are you changing from one vocational use to another? Are you looking to change from a set forward to a set back axle? Mechanical or electronic engine? Now this one needs to be like for like. Is this application for a big bore or a medium duty engine? And also, is it International, Cat, Cummins, or Detroit diesel? With or without air conditioning? That's one thing we can't salvage because new refrigerants have got...
Well, you get the idea. Asking the right questions up front is the way to eliminate later problems. And the glider kit parts checklist makes it very straightforward and very easy. No, this checklist doesn't resemble a deck of cards, but it will help you get the job done according to Hoyle. With his part checklist complete, Pete can now go to the access system to confirm the part numbers and order the parts. While you're at it, play the game to its fullest. In other words, don't miss all the related parts and service selling opportunities. For example, you can suggest an engine overhaul or reman. It's also a great time to sell starters, alternators, batteries, even a turbo, or the clutch. Sell a new input shaft, pilot bearings, and new linkage. Same story for the transmission. In addition to remanufactured transmissions, suggest a new output yoke, new air valves, U-joints, and so on. For air suspensions, recommend a leveling valve, new shock absorbers, airbags, and bushings. For spring suspensions, suggest new springs, shackle kits, U-bolts, and shocks. Along with reman components and rebuild kits for the rear axle, sell new brake shoes and drums, hardware kits, and airlines. Last but not least, remember that this is practically like selling a brand new truck. So sell all the options. Sell the radio, speakers, a CB, chrome accessories, mud flaps, anti-sail bars, and new fire extinguishers. More options mean more profits, and that's still the name of the game. Now it's time for me to close down this table, and time for you to open up your manual and do a little bit more reading. By the time you finish up and answer the study questions at the end of this section and complete your final review exercise, I think you'll agree that selling International glider kits really isn't such a gamble after all. In fact, if your strong suit is building profits, along with lasting customer relationships, International Glider Kits can turn into your dealership's ace in the hole.